see Josh Allen and the home team taking on Kyle Allen and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on. The out is ready as their guys get set one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And that's not the start that he was looking. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away and down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man. He'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and
on play action, Allen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes and down he goes. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. They got his man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. First carry now for Alexander Madison. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd
from the gun. It's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Charles.
Complete to number 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st down. Starks. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First down, Giants.
Starks. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Joe Mixon. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
A delayed give on the draw to Starks. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Allen to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
1st and 10 at the 30.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Bulls 15. Giants 7.
Allen off the play fake. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. Talking about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to to stretch that lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 46-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Number 86.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Allen on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Starks. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Madison, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dalton Keene there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
14.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that trims the lead down to 9. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them the lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Campbell making the catch. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Paris Campbell, 57 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Throwing is Allen on third.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And touchdown! A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, Allen able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Third down. 3rd and 15.
On third down, Starks. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right on the 30. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. To the air, Allen. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is caught at the end. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Kyle Allen sacked.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over. 1st down and 10. At their own 27.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum, and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and
Off the play fake. Allen flushed out right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to pour it on. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay?
Get away, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Allen now looks to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 work.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Starks. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And here's Allen. Off play action. Open man is Kirk, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off play action. Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6 touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen, and that will be incomplete.
Allen's pass, incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer.
It is good.
And he's able to put it through. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Set to kick off.
On the return, it's McBride. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 21.
Now Allen off the play fake. On the crossing route, complete. It's Campbell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown ground as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Allen to throw. Off play action. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They get this out left, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Now Allen. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 43 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll find Brewster. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And again, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Charles. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, D. 57.
Allen to throw once more. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability.
The kick is
And he knocks it through. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a 1st. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Number 86.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Giants 1st down.
They're running it. 57. Mike, 57. Mike, watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Allen is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Allen now on first down. Hitting Juju on the slant. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Now Allen again, looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On the crossing route, complete. It's Campbell. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. And what a big-time play there. And even 50 yards.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Another try for Mixon.
Tackling.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From midfield, here's Allen. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify with.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
And now out come the Giants. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire